My name is Rachel, and I'm 28 years old. I lived in Chicago with my boyfriend Marcus. We've been together for 4 years, living together for two. He's a software engineer, I'm a graphic designer. We have the kind of relationship people call comfortable. Brunches on Sundays, Netflix on weeknights, the same Italian place on anniversaries. Nothing dramatic, nothing explosive, just solid. Or so I thought. And then there's Jenna, my best friend since college. We met freshman year at Northwestern, bonded over terrible dining hall food and worse dating choices, and never looked back. She was my maid of honor at my sister's wedding. I helped her through her mom's cancer scare. We talked every single day, sometimes for hours. She knew everything about me, my fears, my dreams, my passwords, my secrets. She knew Marcus almost as well as I did because they'd become close over the years. Really close, which I loved, honestly. There's something beautiful about your partner getting along with your best friend. It felt like my two worlds merging perfectly. Marcus always said Jenna was like a sister to him. Those exact words. When I joke about them spending time together, grabbing coffee, running errands, watching games when I was working late, he'd laugh and say, "Rach, come on, you know she's like my sister. That's weird." I believed him. Why wouldn't I? Jenna was single, perpetually single, always complaining about the dating scene in Chicago. "All the good ones are taken," she'd say, then look at Marcus and sigh dramatically. "You're so lucky you found him first." I'd laugh, she'd laugh, Marcus would laugh. Guess the joke was on me. It started 3 weeks ago, though I didn't know it then. I was Christmas shopping at the North Michigan Avenue stores, trying to find something perfect for Marcus. He's impossible to shop for. He either buys what he wants himself or says he doesn't need anything. I wandered into this upscale men's store, the kind with leather chairs and sales associates who offer you scotch. I was browsing through dress shirts when I saw them. Socks. Not just any socks, these gorgeous Argyle socks in various colors, really high-quality merino wool, the kind that cost $28 a pair but feel like clouds on your feet. Marcus had mentioned weeks earlier that all his nice socks had holes in them. He'd said it offhand, not as a hint, just a passing comment while getting dressed for a work presentation. But I remembered. I bought him 6 pairs: gray, navy, burgundy, forest green, charcoal, and brown. I was so pleased with myself for remembering such a small detail, for getting him something practical but luxurious. When I got home, he was on the couch watching a basketball game. I handed him the bag with a little flourish. "Early Christmas present," I said, "because I'm an amazing girlfriend who listens." He opened it and his face lit up. "Oh man, these are perfect. You remembered." He pulled me onto the couch and kissed me. "You're the best, you know that?" "I do know that," I teased. He went to put them away in his sock drawer immediately. That's how much he loved them. I watched him arrange them by color, all neat and organized like he does everything. He kept out the gray Argyle pair and put them on right away. "Too comfortable to wait," he explained, wiggling his toes. That night, we ordered Thai food and watched a movie. He kept his feet up on the coffee table, and I kept glancing at those gray Argyle socks, feeling stupidly proud of such a small gift. The next morning was a Friday. I had an early client meeting downtown, so I left before Marcus woke up. When I got to my office, I texted Jenna our usual good morning message. "Coffee later?" She replied immediately. "Can't today, babe. Have that thing with my cousin. Tomorrow?" "Tomorrow works. Miss you." "Miss you more. Love." I didn't think anything of it. Jenna was always busy with family stuff. She came from a huge Irish Catholic family with a million cousins and aunts who were constantly having birthdays or baptisms or just needing help moving furniture. Saturday came and we met at our usual spot, a coffee shop in Lincoln Park called Brewed Awakening. Jenna looked tired, with dark circles under her eyes that her concealer didn't quite hide. "Late night?" I asked as we settled into our corner booth. "Yeah," she said, stirring her latte absently. "Just one of those nights, you know?" We talked about nothing and everything. Her new apartment hunt, my difficult client, whether we should plan a girls' trip to Nashville in the spring. Normal best friend conversation. She seemed distracted, but I chalked it up to her insomnia. When we were leaving, I noticed she was walking a bit carefully, like she was sore. "You okay?" I asked. "Oh yeah, just went too hard at yoga yesterday. My instructor is trying to kill me." I laughed and hugged her goodbye. She held on a little longer than usual, squeezing tight. "Love you," she said into my shoulder. "Love you too, weirdo." That was 2.5 weeks ago. Since then, life continued normally. Marcus had a big project at work, pulling long hours. Jenna was apartment hunting and dealing with family drama. Her brother was getting divorced, and it was messy. I was slammed with year-end client deadlines. We were all busy, all stressed, all in our own worlds, but we still made time for each other. The three of us even had dinner together last Tuesday at that Italian place Marcus and I loved. Jenna seemed nervous, drinking more wine than usual, but I figured it was stress from the apartment search. "You should just move closer to us," Marcus said, twirling his pasta. "There's a building 2 blocks away with openings." "That would be amazing," Jenna said, but she didn't quite meet his eyes when she said it. I thought that was weird, but didn't dwell on it. Then came yesterday, Thursday, the day everything shattered. I was working from home, Marcus was at the office. Around 2 p.m., my phone buzzed with a text from Jenna. "Trying on dresses for my cousin's wedding next month. Help me choose?" 3 photos came through in rapid succession. Jenna in a navy dress, then a burgundy one, then a green one. She looked beautiful in all of them, standing in what I recognized as her bedroom in her current apartment in Wicker Park. I was about to text back when Marcus came home unexpectedly early. "They sent us home," he explained, dropping his bag by the door. "Pipe burst on the 3rd floor. Whole office is flooded." "Oh no, is everything okay?" "Yeah, just water damage. We're remote for a few days while they fix it." He kissed my forehead and grabbed a beer from the fridge, then settled on the couch next to me. I was still looking at Jenna's photos, trying to decide which dress looked best. "Jenna's dress shopping," I told him, angling my phone so he could see. "Which one do you think?" He glanced at the screen. "The green one's nice." Just then, another photo came through. Jenna in the green dress from a different angle, a mirror selfie taken in her full-length mirror that leaned against her bedroom wall. "Oh good, here's a better shot of the green," I said. Marcus set his beer down on the coffee table, and I held the phone between us, both of us studying the image. And that's when I saw it. In the mirror's reflection, behind Jenna, who was smiling at her phone camera, partially visible in the corner of the frame, a foot. A man's foot stretched out on her bed, wearing a sock. A gray argyle sock. My brain short-circuited. I stared at that sock, at that unmistakable pattern I had carefully chosen 3 weeks ago, the merino wool I had touched and folded and watched Marcus put away in his drawer by color. Time did something weird. It stretched and compressed simultaneously. I could hear Marcus breathing next to me. I could hear my own heartbeat in my ears like a drum. "Rachel?" Marcus's voice sounded far away. "You okay?" I couldn't speak. I zoomed in on the photo, my fingers numb. The sock became clearer. Gray, argyle, expensive, distinctive. Unmistakably the socks I had gifted Marcus. "Rachel, what?" Marcus reached for the phone, but I pulled it away. "When did you say you got sent home?" I asked. My voice didn't sound like mine. "Like 1:30. Why, where were you before that?" His face changed, color draining, then rushing back. At the office. Why are you... All morning? You were at the office all morning?" "Yes. What's going on?" I stood up, backing away from the couch. From him, my phone clutched to my chest. "You're lying." "What? Rachel, I don't... Those socks." The words came out strangled. "In the mirror, behind Jenna, those are your socks, the gray argyle ones I bought you." Marcus's face went absolutely white. Not pale, white, the color of paper, of bone, of lies exposed to light. "Let me see," he said, reaching for my phone again. I held it away and looked at the photo again, really looked, and I saw other things I'd missed in my first shock. A gray t-shirt draped over Jenna's desk chair, Marcus's Northwestern shirt that had gone missing from our laundry 2 weeks ago, a men's watch on her nightstand, the fossil watch I'd given Marcus for his birthday last year. "You son of a bitch," I whispered. "Rachel, wait, I can explain." "Explain what? Explain why your socks are in Jenna's bedroom? Explain why your watch is on her nightstand? Explain why you're clearly lying there in her bed while she takes selfies. We weren't. Don't." I was shaking now, my whole body vibrating with rage and horror and heartbreak. "Don't you dare tell me it's not what I think. Those are your socks. Your socks. The ones I gave you." Marcus stood up, hands out like he was approaching a wild animal. "Please, just let me talk." "How long?" The question came out as a sob. "How long have you been fucking my best friend?" He flinched at the words. Good. I hoped they hurt. "It's not like that." "How long, Marcus?" 3 months, he said quietly. 3 months. 3 months of lies. 3 months of them together while I worked late, while I made them dinner, while I talked about wedding plans for my sister and asked them both to be part of it. 3 months of she's like a sister to me? I grabbed my laptop bag and started throwing things into it. My charger, my notebook, my mouse. "Where are you going?" Marcus asked desperately. "Anywhere but here." "Rachel, please, we need to talk about this." "Talk?" I laughed, and it came out harsh and broken. "You want to talk now? You've had 3 months to talk. You chose not to." My phone buzzed. A text from Jenna. "So, which dress? You didn't answer." The sheer audacity, the absolute fucking audacity of her texting me, asking for my opinion, while my boyfriend lay in her bed wearing socks I bought him. I screenshotted the photo with the visible sock and texted it back to her with 3 words. "Nice foot, Marcus." Then I blocked her number. Marcus's phone started ringing immediately. He pulled it from his pocket. Jenna's name on the screen. "Don't," I said. "Don't you dare answer that in front of me." He let it ring out. I finished packing my bag, grabbed my purse and keys. Marcus followed me to the door. "Where are you going to go?" he asked, and he was crying now, tears running down his face. "To a hotel, to my sister's, to hell. I don't know and I don't care. Anywhere you aren't." "I love you," he said desperately. "I love you, Rachel. This was a mistake. A horrible, stupid mistake. A mistake is forgetting to buy milk. A mistake is missing an anniversary. Fucking my best friend for 3 months isn't a mistake. It's a choice. You chose this. Both of you." I opened the door and he grabbed my arm. Not hard, just desperate. "Please don't go. We can work through this. Couples do it all the time." I pulled my arm free and looked at him. Really looked at him. This man I'd loved for 4 years, who I'd imagined marrying, who I'd trusted with everything. He looked like a stranger. "No," I said simply. "We can't." I walked out and didn't look back. I'm in a Hampton Inn now, somewhere off I-65 near Indianapolis. I drove for hours, barely seeing the road through my tears until I couldn't drive anymore and pulled off at a random exit. I've been here for 3 hours now. My phone has 47 missed calls, 32 from Marcus, 15 from Jenna's number, even though I blocked her, which means she's calling from someone else's phone. I haven't listened to any voicemails. I don't want to hear their excuses, their justifications, their apologies. But I did look at that photo again, really studied it, and I found more details that broke me. The timestamp on Jenna's mirror selfie, 1:47 p.m. Marcus claimed he got sent home from work at 1:30, so he went straight from her bed to our couch, came home and sat next to me like nothing had happened. Would have kept the lie going if I hadn't noticed that sock. That fucking sock. I keep thinking about all the signs I missed, or maybe they weren't there to miss. Maybe they were just that good at lying. The coffee dates, the texts, the inside jokes. She's like my sister.
What kind of person sleeps with their partner's best friend? What kind of best friend sleeps with their best friend's boyfriend? I trusted them more than I trusted anyone in the world. They were my two favorite people, my constants, my safe places, and they betrayed me together. My phone is buzzing again. This time it's my sister. I finally answer. Rachel? Oh my God, where are you? Marcus called me freaking out saying you left. Did he tell you why? A pause. He said there was a misunderstanding. A misunderstanding, I repeat flatly. That's what he's calling it? What happened? I tell her. Everything. The socks, the photo, the timeline, the 3 months of lies. She's silent for a long time after I finish. I'm going to kill him, she says finally. I'm going to kill both of them. Despite everything, I almost smile. Get in line. Where are you? I'm coming to get you. Indianapolis, some highway hotel. I needed to drive, to get away. Stay there. I'm coming. Give me the address. Kelly, you don't have to. Kelly, give me the address. So I do. She says she'll be here in 3 hours and tells me not to answer any more calls. Just wait for her. After we hang up, I open my laptop. I need to do something, take some action, anything to feel less powerless. I find our apartment lease, both our names. Shit, that's going to be complicated. Then I open our shared bank account, and I freeze. There's a charge from yesterday. Tiffany & Co., $3,847. I click on my banking app and look at recent charges more carefully. There's another one from 3 weeks ago, David Yurman, $892, and another from 6 weeks ago, Sephora, $347. I never shop at any of those places. I'm a Target and Ulta girl. But I know who isn't. Jenna loves Tiffany's. Jenna has a David Yurman bracelet she's been coveting for months. Jenna is a Sephora VIP Rouge member. He's been buying her gifts, expensive gifts, with our money I contributed to our joint account for rent and utilities and our future, the future that's evaporating in front of me. I screenshot every charge I don't recognize. There are a lot of them, going back months. Dinners at fancy restaurants on nights Marcus claimed he was working late. Hotel charges when he said he was at conferences. I was so stupid, so unbelievably stupid. My phone rings again. Unknown number. I almost don't answer, but something makes me pick up. Rachel? It's Jenna's voice, small and scared. Please don't hang up. I should hang up, but I don't. I need to hear what she could possibly say to justify this. How could you? I ask quietly. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It happened. It just happened for 3 months. It just happened while I was confiding in you about wanting Marcus to propose. It just happened while you helped me plan my sister's wedding. It just happened while I told you everything about my life, including problems Marcus and I were having. Silence. Did you laugh about me? I ask. When you were together, did you laugh about stupid Rachel who had no idea? No, God, no, Rachel. When I bought him those socks, did you already know you'd be seeing them up close? Did you help me pick them out to laugh about later? It wasn't like that. Then what was it like, Jenna? Please explain it to me because I really want to understand how my best friend could do this. I didn't mean for it to happen. We connected. And I know that's not an excuse. I know I betrayed you in the worst way possible, but I couldn't help how I felt. You couldn't help it, I repeat. You couldn't help fucking my boyfriend multiple times in your apartment for months. I love him, she whispers, and those 3 words might be the ones that hurt most. You love him. Yes, I know I shouldn't, I know it's wrong, but I do. And he loves me too. Something cold and hard settles in my chest. Did he tell you that? Yes, he said he's been unhappy for a while, that things with you were stale, that he felt trapped. Each word is a knife, but I force myself to stay calm, to listen, because now I know the truth. They weren't just sleeping together, they were having a whole emotional affair, building a relationship while destroying mine. So, what was the plan? I ask. When were you going to tell me? Or were you just going to keep me in the dark forever? We were going to tell you, after the holidays. We didn't want to ruin Christmas. How considerate.
Rachel, I know you hate me right now. Hate you? I laugh, bitter and harsh. Hate doesn't even cover what I feel. You were my best friend, my best friend. I would have done anything for you. And you did this. I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Stop saying you're sorry. Sorry doesn't fix this. Sorry doesn't undo 3 months of lying to my face. Sorry doesn't unfuck my boyfriend. She's crying now. I can hear it. Good. I hope she drowns in it. I have to go, I say. Wait, Rachel, please, can we talk in person? Can we... There's nothing left to say, Jenna. You made your choice. You both did. Now live with it. I hang up and immediately block that number too. My sister arrives just after midnight. She takes one look at me and wraps me in a hug so tight I can barely breathe. I'm so sorry, she whispers. I'm so sorry. And finally, in my sister's arms in a random hotel room in Indiana, I let myself completely break down.